Owain Williams in the black, Sean McCormac in the purple. Touch of gloves and we are underway. Yeah, both guys listed at 6'1", but McCormac looking maybe a little bit taller. Nice kick to the thigh to open things up from McCormac. Trying for the high kick there. He's landed that kick to the stomach up a couple of times as well, just using that to keep Owain Williams out of range. Switching the stances there, really keeping Owain Williams guessing. Both guys exchanging low kicks there and just clattering into each other. McCormac looking very smooth here, taking the outside, keeping his man against the cage, just makes it that little bit easier to cut those angles. Mixing things up a little bit there with the kick to the inside of the leg and then back to the stomach. McCormac looking like he's just trying to tee things up here and maybe try and find an opening for that one big shot. Very nice overhand though from Owain Williams. McCormac won't be able to rest on his laurels here. He's going to have to be careful about what comes back. Williams does have a big knockout on his record as an amateur. Oh, a nice shot to the body there from Sean McCormac. So he's going to pay dividends the longer this fight goes. A looping overhand from Williams there, trying to find a way around the guard, but not able to find the solid home for it yet. Gets caught on the counter there. McCormac finding out of that orthodox stance now. Oh, jumps in, able to close the distance and perhaps looking to get a takedown off the cage here now, Dan.
Yeah, not a bad position. Instantly, Williams went to see if he could go for a guillotine there. Really wasn't feeling much of it. McCormac so far just really controlling the pace of this first round, having a lot of success with the striking, both with the legs, attacking the body and his opponent's legs, and also with the strikes. So it's interesting that he's looking to punch in this position now. He does seem to be having a lot more success, but we spoke about earlier, 2 losses on the record of Williams from the rear naked choke, so maybe that's something that Sean McCormac in his training has been thinking about. If I can get to the back position, this could be an easy way of claiming victory here. I mean, he's not in a bad position to do it right now. A big overcommitment to one side. He's given up the back position. He's locked up on Kimura there, but it can be risky when you attack the Kimura in a standing position. When you don't have control of the hips and you attack a Kimura, you end up turning your body and giving freedom of movement to your opponents coming out to the back. So he needs to be very careful. And if you have 2 losses on your record and they both come from the same thing, then you're going to be your opponent's going to be definitely going for that. They would have looked over that, and the coaches would have told him that that's the sort of thing, if you see the opportunity, go for it. 45 seconds left in this round here, in a nice double underhook position.
I'm sure by extension as well, Owain Williams making the move to Sean McCormac, that's probably something that they've looked at with him.
30 seconds!
This is why it's so good to see these guys in action on a platform like this early in their careers. You can really see the progression from fight to fight. Oh, and there's a big overhand right from Owain Williams.
Yeah, Williams has been throwing this big overhand right the entire time, really not throwing much else, but you can see why, because he's got a huge amount of power even when he doesn't quite land it clean, it's through the gloves, but it's causing a big reaction from McCormac. Another nice leg kick here.
Spinning back kick attempt there from Sean McCormac. McCormack's corner saying same again, rinse and repeat. It was a tactic that won the first round with relative ease, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and a clash of shins there.
I mean, Williams coming out a lot more aggressive at the beginning of the second round than he did in the first.
McCormac tries to fire the uppercut through the middle there. Goes back to that front kick to the body. Nice leg kick there. And again, the clubbing right hand of Owain Williams. I'd like to see him do something to set that up though, even if it's just behind the jab or behind the low kick or a feint. There we go, that's a bit better. Does get caught coming in though. McCormac falling just shy on the high kick there. McCormac finished all of his amateur contests, so this is a guy who's not used to hearing the final bell. Of course, the only time he's been finished himself was in that last pro fight back in March. That was a submission, and it doesn't look like Owain Williams is going to be a submission threat here. It looks like he wants to keep this on the feet and box as much as possible. Again, just dips to the body and throws the overhand right. McCormac can tell. Oh, that's better. A bit of head movement there, a bit of an angle to find your way in. That knee fell a bit short, but the short elbow behind it didn't. And McCormac unloading now.
Very nice work. McCormac stayed so busy with this lower body. His movement, his ability to get in and out of range is incredibly fluid and effective.
Yeah, and he's not throwing everything behind every strike. It's a lot of technique and volume here. And with the targeting of the body, that's really going to pay off for him in the later rounds, the later stages of the fight.
But his output is high. You know, he's moving efficiently, he's striking efficiently, but he is striking a lot.
Again, the overhand of McCormac just shakes his head no. He's firing off the jab there. He's obviously got a fair bit of boxing skill. There we go, there's the combinations. That's what we want to see from Owain Williams. But he gets caught up against the cage as well. Ends up takes some big shots and a head kick. Yeah. That landed nicely, knees to the body and a right hand.
McCormac really making him pay for that.
And the corner of Sean McCormac were very happy with that knee. They want to see a bit more of that.
It must be very frustrating for Williams. Every time he gets any success, McCormac's just turning it up to the next level and kind of coming out of the exchange as the more dominant fighter.
You know, they say about these guys who've got that one-shot stopping power, you know, you only have to be good for 5 seconds. But on the flip side of that, if your opponent's being good for the other 4 minutes 55, you're losing rounds, and that's what's happening here. Just heard the corner of Sean McCormac say this is a clinic. You know, they're obviously trying to keep McCormack's confidence up here, and everything he's doing is working very well. And
it's
I wouldn't disagree with the corner at all.
It's hard to argue. He looks in complete control, he looks confident, everything's very smooth.
Tries that spinning back kick again. Not a whole lot on it, but it's giving Williams something else to think about when he's already got a whole lot on his plate. Nice jab from McCormac there. And that's another big round for the Fight Academy Ironman in my book. Early in their career. Wants to get back on that winning track and presumably make a good run of things here in Cage Warriors. And he starts the third round as he finished the second. Oh, nice knee up the middle there.
I mean, I think we can all be pretty sure that Williams' corner told him, you're 2 down, you've got to knock him out at this point. I think that's what we're going to see for the next 4.5 minutes is Owain Williams trying to get this knockout finish and Sean McCormac trying to take advantage of it.
And this is where Williams has to be really careful of the counters, throwing these big looping shots, which is what he has to do to get the knockout. And the body work continues from Sean McCormac. Oh, there's a nice right hand. McCormac, he's got 2 options here. He needs to keep the guard very tight, or he needs to stay on his toes.
Yeah. For all the domination that Sean McCormac is doing right now, you can tell that Williams has that one-punch KO power, and he's still got it even in this third and final round.
And that's why we love this sport, right? Because fights can change with a single shot,
yeah,
especially when you're throwing them like a fastball.
Yeah, talking about fights changing with a single shot, you know, what a beautiful duck under the right hook there, and McCormac on the back now, 3.5 minutes, and I think this is a great position for him because, he doesn't need to win this round to win this fight, and I think the only way that Sean McCormac loses this fight now is getting knocked out, and what a great position to be in to stop that from happening. So if he can work with this, if he can get the fight to the ground, get to a dominant position, I mean, strategically and tactically, this is brilliant work. He's going to try and take the back as he tries to stand. Right now, you can see Williams turning his back as he tries to stand. That arm is already under the neck, so you've got to be careful of this. You see how that right hand is sitting on the shoulder there, but if he feels it slips under the neck there, he might just throw up a rear naked choke and look to finish from that sort of half-standing, half-kneeling position in a double underhook position now, very, very strong, and he's just going to be heavy and slow. Sorry, over-under, it looked like a double underhook from there.
Caught him in the knee on the way up as well to the body. With just over 2.5 minutes left to go in the fight on a hot, humid day in Wales in the middle of a heat wave, all those body shots are going to count for double, surely.
Yeah, these guys are going to be extra exhausted. It is very hot in here. McCormac again, low down on a double leg position here, and again the opportunity to take the back as Williams stands. He does expose himself as he stands here, and the pace is slowing quite a lot. McCormac choosing not to and allowing him to stand, and bringing him up now, 2 minutes left.
Nice jab from McCormac there.
And he knows what Williams has. Williams isn't trying to hide it. He knows that he knows, and he's just going for these big overhand strikes.
Nice elbow there as well from Williams.
You hold your breath for a split second every time he throws him because you know they've got power behind him.
I like how he looked like he was teeing up the right and then jumped in with the left hook, but time's running out here. He's got to do something special. Tried the spinning back fist. Didn't get a whole lot on it.
A very slow shot there, but even as slow as it was, it might be enough because he's in a deep position. And again, look how Williams, he naturally turns his back. And I can tell you what, there might be a reason why he has 2 rear naked choke losses on his record, because of the way he stands back up after being taken down. McCormac hasn't really tried aggressively to take advantage of that. It's a sort of movement that you take advantage more in the earlier rounds, but something he needs to be careful about. Sean McCormac in a great position here for another takedown, and this time he looked for a second, he tried to jump onto Williams' back as he gave his back up there, but I mean, both of these guys very, very exhausted at this point. They've been fighting for 14 minutes, 1 minute left, and McCormac in a great position here. You see how he's circling off to the side slightly. He wants Williams to turn his back as he stands. A nice control with the upper body here. I just don't think that Sean has the energy in him to really fight this hard, to really force a dominant position on the ground. But fair play to Williams for continuing the stand-up. He has a Kimura grip here, and oh my God, he actually makes something of it. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, the hand came behind the back for a second there. Williams is able to finish with a Kimura. finish from this position because where it's caught, but he wants to create more space, stand up, and really try and wrench that shoulder behind the back. And Sean McCormac shakes his head. He's not going to tap, but oh my God! Wow, what a finish! Fair play, but Owain Williams,
Unbelievable
attack it to the final bell. I thought, oh my God! I thought after, you know, almost 3 rounds of domination there, he was going to snag that Kimura, and it was very close to being finished. There was a...
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to our judges' scorecards. Your judges score this contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27 in favor of your winner by way of unanimous decision. In the blue corner, Sean, the Voodoo Child, McCormac.
Well, a couple of judges perhaps giving it.